Okay, so if we look at the setup, if I ask you on the left-hand side now, you're playing a full shot or a short shot,
You see,
wouldn't
full,
know you? Yeah, it looks fullish in terms of the
Yeah.
setup. As we said, the width of stance is quite wide. The ball's kind of sort of middleish to the left side of the ball, and your centre now is behind the goal, which for a full shot is great. Because in a full shot, you're going to move to your left side. That weight shift we discussed, transferring and shifting your weight gives you power and a good strike. The last thing you need on this shot is power, is it? It's 25 yards, okay? We're looking for a good solid contact. And what would happen from here now, when you try to be soft and gentle, as you go back, sort of leaning back, hitting up on the ball, you see the contact of the golf club now, striking the ball, club going up, and then the weight sort of underneath it. And if you actually watch the swing in full speed, it looks a little bit kind of, and the club's recoiling back quite quickly, which is a sign of tension in your grip. Because if you're tense in your grip, you can't hold the club face here, because your arms don't want to go this far, so just recoil back. If you're loose, hold my arm there. If you're tense, it gets tense in your right chest and your right arm, it recoils, okay? So setup wise on this one, we can see now with your feet being narrower, it gives the impression now that golf ball is back behind your centre, yeah? It's this side of the centre, so you're going to be striking down on the ball a bit better. And if your angle of the golf club into the golf ball now is more that way and staying lower, ball goes up. As you see the swing of the club now, as you're going back, hands slightly forward there, good backswing, a bit shorter as well, so you can accelerate through from here now. Club coming down, good strike of the ball. Club now is still very low post impact. The ball's way up in the air, and swinging through there to a more balanced position. If we watch that again in full speed, there you go, lovely. It's a little bit more kind of there, and then relax rather than and that jerky swing. So for me, the tension in your arms is a big issue. If you're very tense in your arms and gripping it too tight, it's hard to judge any distance, okay? If your backswing then gets too long, which it will often do from a full setup, when you set up in that sort of wide stance, you kind of, the club's back here before you even know about it. And then from there, a short swing from there to there is club nearly by your shoulders. And over there, it's just way too far. You can hit the golf ball 25 yards with that length backswing consistently. You have to either hit the ground first and miss-hit it, or really slow it down and control that club face. And we saw when we try to do sort of slow, controlled swings, how hard it is to hit the golf ball, isn't it? You tend to sort of just tense your arm to try and slow it down, and it gets a bit jerky and just, it's not smooth. We thin a lot of shots, so we then try and dip underneath the ball to hit the ground, and we just fat it, okay? So making sure we get ourselves set. That red line on that club on the ground there represents the ball position. There's full swing, red line is left of my feet. Bring the foot in closer, red line now is right of my feet, okay? And it puts the centre, as we said, to your left. And when you're in that position there now, you can just swing your arms a little bit softer by accelerating, not trying to slow the club down. I think on this shot you went too far, and then you're always trying to decelerate. And then deceleration is going to involve gripping it tighter, squeezing the club, or just a bit jabby. Okay, does that make sense then? Good stuff. Okay,